Considering ending things with my boyfriend 53M 55F. My boyfriend 53M, I am 55F, of about 6 months says he loves me and sees a future with me. I communicated prior to us dating that I don't keep in touch with any past romantic interests. For me, when it's done, it's done. My goal is to have a husband someday, and out of respect for my future husband I don't see the need to keep these persons around. Before we started dating he shared with me that he is the same way. I've come to learn that he is in fact still following the girl he was dating. They were fooling around, no sex, but she did not want a relationship with him, before me. She was dangling the possibility of a relationship over him for a year, and he ended things with her and then asked me out a couple of weeks later. I have requested he delete her as he says she means nothing to him and they haven't spoken in about 7 months. I am trying to figure out how to handle this. Has anyone else been through something like this? Personally, I feel like people who go scorched earth with every person they've had a relationship with are a red flag. To each their own, but I am friends with some men I dated in the past and I don't see the issue. They're nice guys, we just didn't work out romantically. If my partner asked me to cut ties, delete them, I'd think he was insecure and controlling, and I'd say no even if I rarely talked to the person and fundamentally didn't care if I deleted them or not. You get to choose what you will or won't tolerate at 55, and what you want in a relationship as well. But this feels sort of high school to be upset to the point of wanting to end a relationship over something seemingly small. I'd take a look at the relationship as a whole. Did he lie to you, or does he lie regularly? As a whole, how's your relationship? And what's the reason for this being such a point of contention that you want to end it? Personally, I think it's problematic when the sig. Other demands folks delete others out of their partner's life. To me, respect is about having proper boundaries. After all, if he had kids with his ex, he couldn't just up and delete the ex out of their life. You do need boundaries, but if it's someone he's following on socials and doesn't even really talk to, I don't see why you would have an issue with that. If you don't trust him, that's something you need to resolve. I'm friends with some of my EXSM40. Life is about experience, relationships and boundaries, in this manner. I have a lot of love for people who've come into my life. I choose zero intimacy ties with these people. But we can still love each other and be friends. My hot take. Controlling behavior isn't a nice place to start a relationship, and being controlling is bad. He isn't even talking to her for multiple months. If you cannot trust a person, you're not ready for a serious relationship with them. You're 55 years old, and you're living your life like this? You're worried about someone he hasn't spoken to during the duration of your relationship. Why? Husband, 45M, just told me, 36F, he doesn't feel the same anymore. I don't have any close friends I can talk to. My husband, 45M, just told me, 36F, that he doesn't feel the same way about me. I noticed the last few weeks he was acting a bit distant and seemed distracted. I asked about it a few times and he told me it was just stress. We have been getting ready to sell our home and move to Florida to be closer to his aging mother. We had both just gotten home from work this afternoon, and out of nowhere he says we need to talk about our relationship. He told me he's been feeling this way for months now. We just got married in February of this year and started dating in 2022. I just don't know where this came from. I'm still so in love with him. I noticed he had been acting more short with me, grumpy a lot, and irritable. He told me he gets annoyed with me and he doesn't know why. He was crying while telling me this. I asked him if he's sure it's not just the stress of moving and selling the house, and he said no. I asked him if there's anyone else and he said no. What gets me so messed up is that he said he has been struggling with this for a while and just didn't know how to tell me or bring it up since he was still trying to process everything. I feel so heartbroken and feel like this just came out of nowhere. I guess I just don't know how to handle this right now. I feel like I'm just in shock. How can you marry someone and then now even 6 months later say you don't feel the same? I'm in the bedroom crying and he's in the living room as I'm typing this. I don't know what to do or say. I can't beg him. I can't make someone love me. I don't know what my future holds anymore. I thought he was going to be my forever. Okay, be strong. This is one of those moments in life where you need to put yourself first. Tell him that you're happy he communicated with you. That since you are selling the home, it's the best time to separate if that's what he wants. That you should not go to Florida to take care of his mom. I know it sounds definitive, but if he doesn't feel the same, you need not waste your time with this man. He is 45. If he can't commit, please don't waste your time. Just because he says there is no one else doesn't mean it's a fact. He acts pulled towards something or someone else. I'm so sorry, this is so heartbreaking. You are correct, you can't make someone love you. Do not go to Florida, it's too hot anyway. You need to find your new home. Your heartbreak will diminish in time. Please take care of yourself. He's been feeling it for months and you got married in February? You have not had any major fights or problems. Has he been married before? We all get annoyed with our loved ones sometimes. That's odd to say as a reason to end a relationship. I mean all loved ones. Parents, kids, spouses, friends get annoyed sometimes with each other. Not a typical reason to end a marriage. You can't change what he wants though. So even when if that's not really what's going on, all you can do is move forward. I'm so sorry and lots of love and warmth sent your way. It's just a one breath and then one day and then 1 month at a time kind of thing. Heartbreak. We all go through it at some point. I would bet anything something else is going on. I went through something very similar and I wish so badly I could give you a hug and tell you that eventually everything's going to be okay. Just know that in the end whatever's meant to be will always find its way. I am so sorry and I'm sending so much love and good vibes your way right now. It's better that he's honest with you now and not 5-10 years from now. It sounds like he's seeing someone else. My girlfriend, 20F, bites me, 21M, every day. So I have been in relationship with this girl for almost a year now. And I noticed that whenever she is happy, she bites me and also scratches, pluck my hand when we are just walking in public. Sometimes it hurts me, sometimes it doesn't. It all depends on intensity and intensity depends on how excitement and happiness she is feeling. I always try to tell her respectful but she says you look so good, cute, I can't resist to bite or scratch you. It feels best that she is happy but sometimes it hurts too much. And she even says sorry for that but it happens again. She says when we are in public I can't kiss or hug you to let out my excitement I just bite your arm, bicep or scratch my hand. I love her the most, so I want to know is this normal in a relationship? And please I want girls POV on this. Is this true and normal? And also boys please share your experiences, thoughts related to this. Are you dating a cat? Get a spray bottle. My girlfriend used to do that, and it was quite painful. Even after repeatedly trying to explain to her that it hurts and she has to stop she didn't. One time I said stop as I always say it but and stopped her again and told her you have to stop like seriously you have to. Find another way to show your excitement, not over my discomfort. So, talk to her in serious tone, because you were already respectful. If you ask someone not to do something and they keep doing it, that means they don't care about what you asked. She doesn't care that she is hurting you. Take that as you will. She is way too old to be doing this, especially if you have told her it hurts. Tell her to get it together and stop, or move on to someone who respects you and doesn't hurt you. I second the query as to whether she is cat or human. I also want to know how she made it this far in life doing something like that and not getting slapped. Genuine question. Who bites without express consent? I mean just because she wants to bite you doesn't mean she can't resist it. My boyfriend says I can bite him as hard as I want but if he did say I hurt him I'd definitely stop. I also wouldn't do it in public because I think that's weird but to each their own. My boyfriend says he wants to squeeze me really tight but he doesn't because he doesn't want to hurt me. She might have cuteness aggression and that's kind of cute but only if it's not turning into pain. If she's hurting you, you have to have a conversation and tell her if you want her to stop. Then if you tell her and she doesn't then you should probably end things because someone hurting you when you've told them it hurts is abusing you. 33M. My wife 34F is lesbian and I can not let go. Hey all, 33M here. My wife of over 10 years recently came out and said that she isn't bi, but lesbian. That revelation came after she had an affair, which I have agreed upon, so no cheating with another girl. That, on its own is a big part of the problem, but I want advice on something further. Obviously, most guys would be enraged and leave her immediately, but I struggled with my own self-esteem, aka, will never find another woman and be forever alone, pensive face. Plus, our relationship was actually amazing, we rarely got into any arguments, understood each other perfectly, we work in the same place, we have a house together, no kids, etc. So for those reasons and the fact that despite all she did I still love her and don't really want to leave her. But, I do miss intimacy, closeness and above all sex. Which she cannot give me for obvious reasons. So I started looking for someone else. It's consensual, we both agreed that we want to find someone who we are 100% compatible with, at the same time agreeing that we can still be close friends, bit like family. After all, it's hard to just throw away all this time spent together from the memory. And I must add that we're both immigrants, so basically we're the only close relatives to each other here. And now to the present. I met a girl online, she is fun, beautiful and into me so fireworks kick in and all. But then, FK me for being honest. I feel like I need to tell her my situation. Cause I want to be fair, she opened up to me about hers. Obviously, she reacted with a little bit of a shock and distanced herself. I don't blame her, but she asked me one important question. What do I really want? Because for most women such a situation would be unacceptable and I should sort out my feelings first. Which I thought I did, but now I'm doubting it. So here's a question. What would you do in my situation? And since I feel most answers will be, Leave your wife, get a divorce and forget. Here's another one. How does one unlove the other person? How to let go. Update. Thank you for all the comments so far. Both the harsh and the nice ones. I've read all, but unfortunately, I'm not in the luxury of having that much time to answer them all. I'm getting an overall impression that what I'm facing is a difficult process. And it must be performed with rather big sensitivity and awareness of all involved parties' feelings. I am not expert in those matters, otherwise I wouldn't ask for advice here. What I do understand so far. Step 1. Move into separate rooms. Step 2. Get a divorce. Step 3. Chase the lady that I met with all the love I have left in my heart. Finally, step 4. Move out entirely and start a new chapter. And while doing all this, try not to hurt my wife, my newly met love, and perhaps most importantly myself in the process. Try to retain good relationship with wife, future ex, so my past isn't going to torture me with guilt of the present, and get involved into the new relationship as fast and as much as it is healthy and possible. 2 questions here. 1. Is my approach correct, feasible? How hard this is? Did anyone ever went through similar situation, him, herself, and can share the emotional struggle they had or have? And 2. Is it fair to ask that new girl to help me out? After all, I see it as push-pull movement. If I love one person, the love for the other slowly and naturally fades out. 2. I'm sorry man, but you have to let go. She made that decision for you and you need to accept it. Move on with your life with the new lady you mentioned, or someone else if that is going to be better for you. You will both be happier in the long run. You don't have to unlove her, but you do need to in some ways let go. You don't have children together, not that you mentioned at least, so there's no reasonable reason for you guys to still be this involved in each other's lives. It's okay to still care for her and love her, but if you want to actually move on, you will have to let go of her. Millions upon millions of people have to unlove. Not everyone gets the perfect life with the person they love the most. It's called unrequited love, where you love someone who doesn't love you. They deal with it as best they can using whatever strategies they can devise. You'll do the same. Get a divorce and move on. I would end the marriage and pursue someone else who can actually give the intimacy and attention I crave. You need to separate and get divorced. Most decent women will not consider you in whatever it is you have got going on at the moment. Forget about your wife, she is off doing her own thing now. Grow a fucking backbone and divorce her and move on with your life.